Morning, Gabe. How you feeling?
Sissy, I woke up on the wrong side of my 20s in the Detour capital of Canada.
Shitty. Breakfast?
Is this a diploma?
Yep.
College or high?
Hi.
So it's useful after all.
So you paint anything lately?
Oh, no.
Why not? You're the best.
No, Banksy and Fairy are the best.
You're a graphic designer. You even painted our town sign.
I did what I was told by the county.
Man, you gotta keep those paint buckets half full, buddy.
I'm glad you're getting some use out of that philosophy degree.
My dad says he'll be glad if I'm any use at all.
Why is that?
You fired me?
Again?
That job was bullshit. Construction's a dirty business.
Wait. Wasn't your job to hold the stop sign for the cars?
A cement truck gets sideswiped and that's my fault?
Shit. Do you want me to talk to my boss? I can, you can pump gas and take names down at the station with me.
And shill for big oil? No thanks. I'm done working for the bad guys.
Oh, God, I'm asking you to pump gas, not steer the Exxon Valdez.
Man, I'm getting kind of bummed all of a sudden. We should totally be more like Magic Johnson.
Positive?
Exactly! Shit, you know me so well. Man, this relationship would be so much better if you had a pussy, instead of being one.
God. No complaints on this end. I've been married. Sexless friendship's almost in the contract.
Ugh.
Hell, in a weird way, you may be the one.
Jesus, and they call me gay. You really think Little Miss 17 magazine would like you talking like that?
Hey, I will have you know she is voting age.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, do you want to grab her? I need to show you guys something.
Could. I don't think she's game at the moment. Hey.
So what did he do?
Why don't you ask him?
I told you. I got my real estate license when I moved back with my parents to shut them up. Mission accomplished, by the way.
You think pumping gas is better than working for my dad?
I don't know. Have you met your dad?
Hey, Sissy.
Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe you should try something other than being bitter all the time.
God, come on.
That's not all of it. Tell her what you asked me. Go on.
I may have jumped to conclusions a little.
Oh, Breeder, what'd you say?
I asked if she was possibly late, is all.
Don't spin doctor me. You asked if I had preg or bleed.
Breeder said what?
It's going to take more than flowers to get on my good side.
Almost removing my nose back there wasn't good enough?
I wasn't aiming for your nose.
Okay, look. Most of the time, I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want you to treat me like I'm your only option instead of, leaving and going to college.
What the hell are you trying to say? Am I just a hobby to you?
No, I didn't count on you to actually go out with me. You're beautiful and intelligent and in the middle for saving for school. I don't know. I've been out there, you haven't.
You think you're distracting me?
Yes.
Don't you think I should make up my own mind? I want to go out there and do those things, but I want to do it with you.
Aww. You two are just like two little hetero Furbies just going back and forth.
Wish they'd caught those little brats that did that.
Me too. I would tell them the shade of blue on the balls is really clever.
That's the things you get for trying to pretty this place up.
It's pretty boring. I hate this thing. It's what the town council, being the ones who paid for it and came up with it, wanted. So in the end, all I did was create a blank canvas for a bunch of kids to play ghetto Bob Ross with. I mean, say what you want, but at least the kids who tagged this did what they wanted.
Come on, nerds, this way.
And what have you just made us an accessory to?
I got the ideas from my cousin. I snuck out here, sprinkled a couple of my own seeds. The good old boys take care of the soil, and it just hides here in the corn.
Really, sissy?
That's not mine.
You're a real drug dealer now.
I prefer independent pharmacist. I'm gonna be my own boss.
How much money can you even make from selling weed? I've never paid for this stuff.
Yeah, just because you're a mooch. There's about 40 grand out
40
here.
grand?
You want in?
I'm not playing bootlegger with you.
I thought you'd be all over this. You don't want to play Mr. Real Estate Agent, so you're telling me you don't want a piece of 40 grand?
Or the felonious charges? Jesus, sissy, when are you gonna knock this shit off?
Do you guys hear something?
What?
Harebrained schemes? You know, it's people in their 20s like you that makes the rest of us look bad. What kind of choice is philosophy?
Excuse me, but my degree is going to play an important part to running my ethical business. And that's real grand coming from Mr. Boo-hoo, the world sucks right here. You could say the exact same thing about painting or pumping gas. In your case, the 2 Ps. Oh, that's right. You don't do the first thing anymore because you let a recession and a divorce impede you so much that you can't even paint a pair of balls. Of course, maybe you forgot what those look like.
Fuck you. I don't even listen to this bullshit.
Guys, shh, be quiet. I swear I hear something.
Coward. Just runs away like always. It's almost like all you want to do is sleep around on a jungle gym.
Guys, shh.
I've told you already, I only sleep on the slide! Sissy. Oh, Sissy. I'm so sorry. Oh!
Gabe!
Motherfucker! Ah! Jesus! Ah! Ah!
So, the gas hole. What are you screwing up in my neck of the woods now? It's good to see that old traditions never die.
Like old rednecks with shotguns.
You have a gun to my back, and that is still all you go on about?
You know this guy?
Oh, oh, me and Tweedledum here, we go way back, don't we?
Lay off him, dickwad. No, screw this. If I'm dying at the hands of a crazy man, I'm going out a bitch.
Hear, hear. Oh, I like her. Actually, it's a pretty funny story. This goes back to when he was still popping zits. He's about a week into his new job pumping gas, and numbnuts here is putting gas in my pickup. I asked him if it's okay to leave, and he gives me the wave, so off I go. Dragging the gas hose behind me, which I didn't notice, by the way, until I threw my cigarette out the window, if you catch my drift. Oh, pumping gas was always your destiny. Good to see you're back at it.
Yeah, just as glad as we were when you lost your license.
Yeah. Driving an old scooter was a good idea, though. Do you have a license for that thing?
There's my answer, smartass.
Okay, Regan, what do you want?
company. So my buddy says to me, she's too thin. So I says to him, marry the girl. That'll fix the problem. How's your drink, darling?
It's fine, thanks.
I'm sorry about that. You just look way too young to drink. I mean, Jesus Christ, Gabe. I've heard of robbing the cradle, but it looks like you went right to the fucking womb. And we wouldn't want to break any laws now, would we?
Yeah, like kidnapping.
Is something wrong, Gabriel?
It's fine, Regan.
Jesus Christ, I got a name, you know?
All right. Okay, you've never told me your first name. What is it?
Jan.
Okay, like Juan?
No, Jan, like January, which is the month I was born.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
It's okay. You didn't know.
How didn't you know?
No, what?
Those freaking fields you were harvesting from?
What was I supposed to do? Knock on his front door and be like, hey, can I go pot in your crops? No. I just picked the closest field to town.
Could you two stop bitching? How the hell are we getting out of here?
Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm all out of beer. Oh, well. Who wants to do some meth?
We have beer. Yeah, cat. Remember, in the back of the trunk, there's a case. Why don't you two go back and grab it?
Jesus Christ! It's a Christmas fucking miracle! Well, you better get going.
What about you?
It's gotta pass out soon. It's fine. Just go.
You want us to call the cops?
Yes. Hello, officer? Yeah, we were just visiting our marijuana field when this crazy man kidnapped us. Just go. You'll be fine.
She's a gooder. You gonna marry that one too?
I like her too much to do something like that.
They never know how much they take when they go, do they?
My ex and I were broke. There was nothing to take.
Not everything worth taking has a tag on it, kid. I was just a little bit younger than you are now when I got hitched. Suffice to say, I didn't make my graduation. And she wasn't fooling anyone in that white dress.
I didn't know there was a Mrs. Regan.
I wanted to give her the world. Nothing was ever good enough. Not enough money, big enough house, slick enough job. The day I got my DUI was the day that she served me with the papers. I told her I didn't care if I was happy or not, as long as she'd stay. And she didn't. You bitches. All I ever do is take.
Easy, Regan. Jan. You think after all this time you should just let it go?
How come she gets to get off so easy, huh?
Because at this point you're not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah. Well, screw her. At least I still got my dignity.
Went straight to voicemail.
Can we call the cops now? I'm calling the cops.
No! No cops.
How is he supposed to call us now?
This was nice, kid. I can't thank you guys enough for coming over.
We should do it again sometime.
Rose?
Sure, pal.
Can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know? In circuits cold, your mind is free. Will you ever think of me? Fired hearts in silent dreams. We're lost inside these glowing screens. A touch of cold, a spark of light. You're the shadow in the night. But can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know? In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me? We built a world of silver lines, patterns learned through endless time.
Is Gabe
Your
home?
remotes numbers that speak.
He hasn't been answering any of our calls.
tears. Yet you're the one who calms my fears. But can you feel what I can show? You dream of things you'll never know.
Wait, stop, pull over.
It's cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me? And when we're gone, will you remain to trace the steps to feel the pain? Or just a spark, a fading glow, a memory we'll never know? But can you feel what I can show? Do you dream of things you'll never know? In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me? Can you feel what I can show? In their silence, will you grow? In circuits cold, your mind is free. But will you ever think of me?